there, how you doing? It's Beth. Um, it is, that came out so high. It's, what, I don't even know what day it is. I've lost the count, sorry. It's Thursday. Oh my God. Okay, so it's Thursday. It's Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, which is a very, very exciting day. Actually 2 days, today and tomorrow. And it's the beginning of the high holidays for us. Today is what they call the Day of Judgment, and that's when God looks at what we've done over the past year, and He inscribes us in the Book of Life for the coming year, and we all hope and pray for a sweet and healthy and happy New Year. It's also a time for us to kind of reflect on our own, deeds and what we've done and what we want to do. And I didn't even realize when I was doing this kind of the stress giveaway thing that it would be kind of right around this time. And it seems kind of appropriate, I think. So, yay! I didn't even realize it. A lot of people wrote in, and I really thank you guys so much for commenting and giving me just a little bit of yourselves. I really appreciate it. I didn't comment to anyone because I didn't have time to comment to everyone, and in this kind of a thing, everyone's feelings are important, I think. So to respond to one person and not another, I just didn't seem right. So I just figured I would just sort of say, thank you to everyone. Those of you who are new subscribers, welcome. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me. One thing that's important is, especially now thinking about, this time of year, for me anyway, since I am Jewish and I am celebrating the Jewish New Year, is to think about, things that we do and how we can make other people's lives better. And, one small little act of kindness can really have a rippling effect and can help a lot of people without you even knowing it. It's funny because I had turned on YouTube my e-reader just so I could get the last of the names, to make sure that I had everyone that had replied, on these sheets, which I wrote down. Everybody, there's a whole bunch of them here. And the first thing I saw was Jill, who's Love My Two Pugs won. And she did a giveaway, totally secret, didn't tell anybody, but she wanted to thank her subscribers and just put everyone's name into, a bin and pulled the name without anyone knowing, just doing it out of the kindness of her heart. And, I think that's just such a great thing, really, It's wonderful. All of you. And the thing is that everyone is dealing with, some of them really difficult issues. And the thing is that we're all, I think, in this together, We're all part of a community, and so we should help each other if we can. A lot of you, said you were stressed about your jobs too. So thank you for that, because it made me feel a little better that I'm not alone here with that. Some of you are dealing with some really serious things, health issues, your children's health issues. I know, Misha has a son with disabilities that she has to, she's working with and dealing with on a daily basis. Chris, who is one cracked mom, I tell her all the time that I'm in awe of her, really. She has a son, a teenage son, who has severe autism, epilepsy, and Tourette's, and she gets up every morning and she loves and takes care of her son. And it's, it's really an amazing thing. It really is. And on top of that, everyone is so incredibly talented, and you're all willing to share that with all of us. So, thank you really so much. So I was going to kind of just sort of you know, you guys can all read them. I mean, the comments are there. But everyone from money to health issues to, um, you know, not having a job. I know Mona, who is 63, Sonotech, you know, the search is on, and, you know, it's a very stressful time. Shell Sunflower moved, and actually Paige with Panache is also moving, and it's stressful, especially when you use crafting as a way, you know, of relieving some of that stress. And if all of your stuff is packed away, that's hard. But for all of you, I just want you to know, at least as far as I'm concerned, you know, you always have a place to come to, and that's my channel. You can, I don't really read comments very often, or no, I shouldn't say I don't read the comments. I don't reply to the comments very often, just because I can't reply to everyone, and I feel badly. If you send me a message, either PM me or if you send a message in my inbox, it might take me a few days, not gonna lie. As like some of you who put, you know, not having enough time in the day for everything, that's me too. But I will respond. I will message you back. So I'm always here. I will always be here, at least, you know, as long as God lets me be here. And I'm willing to listen and help in any way I can. I'm just folding papers as we're doing this. Sorry. It's very late. It's so past my bedtime. It's not even funny. And the really sad thing is it's like 9. I think it's like 9:30. I don't know. But my daughter Rachel came home for tonight, which was very exciting. I hadn't seen her in like 2 days. It's funny how you get used to having a kid around, and then they go off to college, and you get used to that, and then they come back, and you get used to that, and then, you know, you miss them. So anyway, you know what? They grow up. What are you going to do? Cass and Callie, I hope you're feeling better. You know, some of us are dealing with health issues that aren't going to go away anytime soon, I'm afraid. So it's how we deal with them, I guess. Some of us deal with it better than others. I am one of those that doesn't deal so well with stress, obviously. But I'm working on it. I want to say Natasha, because that's how I think of her. My Natashka, right? Oh God, the one that's in the witness protection program, who has 50 names, aliases. Maybe she's not in the witness protection program. Maybe she's on the lam. Oh, never thought of that. Okay, all right. Your secret's safe with me. Anyway, this is a funny one. Darla G. What stresses her out? Defiance. I love that. She would have been so stressed out at Jason's workshop, because let me tell you something. He's such a sweetheart. I love him. Jason, you're the best. We should all just send some love his way, honest to God. He's a young guy. He's starting it. He's building a business. I mean, he's really working hard. And, you know, I guess I didn't have to play with the punch, but you put it on the table. And if you're going to put a punch on the table, what do you think people are going to do with it, really? I mean, granted, I was the only one that did anything with it, but, you know, that's all I have to say. Anyway, she and I have decided, and anyone else who wants to join in, we'll figure some way to do this, I don't know, but we're putting a spending limit. We're going to try to do this together. And what we're doing is, because I spend a lot of money in postage. That's, you know, I know that I buy a lot of stuff too, but I really do buy stuff when it's like on clearance and really, really cheap. So I know it looks like a lot of stuff, and I'm totally lying to myself when I say that I don't spend a lot of money on stuff. I do. I know I do. But it's all like on clearance, so how can I not? I mean, it would be a sin not to, okay? But what I'm really spending my money on is postage. sending out packages and stuff as I'm folding all this up. Anyway, so what we've decided is we're doing a is it $200 or $250 limit per month, and that includes everything. You know, our scrapbooking stuff, postage, everything. I can't go any more than that. Now, I just need to know, does that include, like, online, you know, if I use my PayPal? Because my husband doesn't see that. So that really shouldn't count as far as I'm concerned. We can discuss. I'm up for, you know, negotiations. I'm just thinking, you know, if, are we counting the stuff that we hide and then have to slip in the middle of the night? Or is it, you know, everything? Because if it's everything, you know, this is why I'm using a paper bag, by the way, because when she first suggested that we do a spending limit thing together, I was hyperventilating. I was looking for a bag. I was like, all right, before I continue, I need to just breathe into this bag because I'm having conniption fits right now. Anyway, what I've decided, let me just say this too while I'm folding all these names, sorry. Who's this? Oh, Melissa in Maine. Working at a hospital during a holiday. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I can only imagine, because I don't work in a hospital during a holiday, but I have been to a hospital during a holiday, so I know what it's like. And Molly Tigger, I feel so badly. Her car broke down, and she can't afford to buy another one. I don't know if you've thought of this, Maria. Why did I say Molly? We buy our cars. I don't think I've ever gotten a car more than like $2,000 or $3,000. The last car I had was $1,200. It lasted 3 years, and I got it on Craigslist. My daughter's car, she's had it for almost 4 years, and we paid a whopping $1,400 for that one, also on Craigslist. So, you know, if you're willing to drive a car that maybe isn't so pretty, but definitely gets you to where you need to go, Craigslist is a way to, you know, might be a way to go on that one. Just so as you know. Anyway, okay, sorry. I digress. So, initially what I was going to do, yeah, my Nashka. She's money. Yeah. I know. And it's so funny because, you know, not having a job and health issues all kind of come back to the whole money thing, because you know, doctor's bills are expensive, and not having a job, which means no paycheck. You know, it's a hard thing, but having the crafts, you know, being able to do this for many of us is a way of alleviating some of that stress, which is a great thing. So initially what I had said was, I'm almost done here, people. I'm almost done. I got 3 left. Nope, 4 left. Mary Deb 13. Work. See? She only has 1 year until retirement. So at least for her, like she says, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yay. That's good. I'm happy for her. Anyway, initially it was going to be 1 winner. And you were going to win, hold on 1 second, Nellie Colmenares, husband's job and kids' health. Okay, last one in. Here we go, people. Okay, so initially what it was going to be was these two, the winner for this was going to be these 2 frames to alter. But then I was thinking, you know, a lot of us have stress. A lot of us have things that, you know, we're dealing with. And I really appreciate it so much that you took the time to comment and to share a little bit about, you know, what's stressing you out. Some of you might not feel that what stresses you out is as important as, you know, what other people are dealing with. But you know what? I mean, we're all human, and we're all dealing with things in our own way. And we're all important as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to have not just 1 winner. I'm actually going to have the first place winner, which will be this plus paper and a few other things. And then I'm going to have 7 winners who are going to get paper, which I cut 6x6 from the this paper pad, the American Crafts paper pad I had gotten, and the Pier one I had gotten, along with the jars that Jason had given. So there are 7 of these jars that are all filled, again, with the paper flowers that he gave. And I just put some ribbon on it. A couple of these that I had picked up, along with a swatch of lace, a couple of 3 stick pins, and that. And then there's going to be 3 winners after that, and those winners are going to get the Darling Dear 6x6 paper pad, along with a pack of these coffee things, because if you remember, Cindy by Cindy Lane, who I did the swap with, sent me this beautiful, beautiful journal, and she uses, as you can see, these paper, you know, the coffee things, whatever they're called. What are they called? I don't know. I only drink iced coffee, so I don't know what it's called. Sleeve? No, that can't be right. I don't know. Oikavalt, really? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting punchy because it's late. Which isn't, so that's really sad, right? I'm so old. Holy crap. Anyway, so I'm sending that out to 3 people. Okay, so now we all know. There you have it. I'm going to do the names as soon as I click that. Okay, there we go. So now I have everybody in there. And oh, if I could just say one more thing. When I had done the challenge for the Rosie's Place, I looked back. Oh my God, it was awful. It's like we were late for temple this morning because I was looking at my videos trying to see who had sent the tags. I had actually made a copy because I was just so moved by it. And I couldn't find the video that had the, you know, the package from the person who did the tags that had the sayings for Survivor. And it says, I have lived, laughed, loved, and lost. I have cried, mourned, and grieved, hoped, prayed, and healed. I have found strength and true beauty. I am a survivor. Which I think is very appropriate, because we're all survivors no matter what we're dealing with, and we'll just deal with it together. So there you go. So I'm going to send that also, so whoever I am plagiarizing, if you want to let me know so I can give you credit, I would really appreciate it. I feel really bad, but you know, I mean, I think we all could use a little encouragement. So I'm including that as well. So again, you know, you'll get your paper with the Survivor thing and the rest. Okay. Oikavalt. Enough talking. I don't even know what I said. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna look back at this thing and say, what was I thinking? All right, you know what? Okay, people. All right, I'm doing it already. All right. So the first place winner, the ones with the frames and a stack of paper, is going to be Ruthie M87, and her stress is now believe me, I know this one too. The laundry. See, my problem is not finding the socks to put in the laundry. My problem is my husband keeps asking me for the socks after he takes them out of the laundry. Like I have complete control. You know, like I know exactly what he did with the socks. Anyway. So Ruthie, yay, you're going to get the frames and some paper. Okay, so now I'm going to pick 7 names, and that's going to be for the paper, the jar with the flowers, the lace and the pins, and the paper clips. Okay, so the first name is Blackheart Prims. And she just has so many stressful issues, she couldn't even, like, list them all. So, I just want you to know anytime you want to just rant, just message me and I will listen. I promise. I'm here. Scraps and Things 1. And she has, she's an amazingly talented crafter. And also has a son with disabilities. She's such a caring person. And you know what I love about her the most is she loves paper as much as I do. She's a paper addict, people. She belongs in our club. Sorry, I just dropped the name and I don't want to lose it. Okay, I have to keep this so I don't lose them. Okay, the next name. So let me just wait a minute. Make sure that I have. Okay, so I have 2 so far. Okay. So the next one is MS Beagle 50. And hers is running a home daycare, which I totally can sympathize with also. I did that for 8 years when my kids were babies, so I could stay home. I could afford to stay home and raise them myself. I couldn't have done that without actually, taking care of other kids too. So believe me, know how that feels. All right. And Nellie Colmenares. Who's stressed about her husband's job and her kids' health. So Nellie, you're a survivor. Just remember that. So what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Charlotte Miller, not having a job and 3 kids to take care of. If that doesn't stress you out, I don't know what would. I swear to God. Just the number 3. It's so funny because, I had 2 girls. And after that, I was like, okay, Wayne, really? Really? Can you imagine having 3 girls? And it was funny because I met up with my old boyfriend. Now, my kids were little and we were at the playground. And he had 5 girls. And I was like, thank God, thank God. Because they weren't stopping until they had a boy. I'm like, I am so glad that I was not with him because there's no way. Some people can do that. All the power to them. Cindy for Kiddos, 4 kids. Love it. Couldn't do it. 2, I can deal with that. That's nice. Any more than that, and it's hard. It's very hard, and it's very stressful. So good for you, Charlotte, for having 3 kids and still having time to craft. Don't know how you're doing it. Like to know. You guys are amazing. Every one of you. Okay, so there's 5 so far there. Okay. Don't want to lose track here. Don't want to lose track. Okay. This is number 6. Mary Deb, 13. Mary Deb, who is working, but only 1 more year to go, Mary Deb. Mary Deb in 1 year. And then you, my friend, will be retired. And then you'll wonder what to do. I feel like that sometimes. Like, what would I do if I wasn't, running like a chicken with my head cut off? I don't know. Sorry, my nose is funny. I know I'm allergic to paper. Somebody already told me. I don't know. Maybe I am. Okay, and the 7th winner, 3, 6, 7. Okay, so the 7th winner for this set here, this goes to Thrifty Paper Garden. And her stress is her husband's search for a job, which, again, been there, done that. Okay, now I'm going to do the 3, which will be the paper 6x6, and this, and of course I'll throw a few other things in there, which is why my postage is at $200 something odd a month. But you know what? I look at it this way. You can't take it with you. And why not share it? Because, like I said, every good deed, every act of kindness, no matter how small, it really does have a rippling effect. And it really does make a difference in the world. Although you might not know it, it really does. When I saw that video from Jill, Love My 2 Pugs one, I'm telling you, it just made me so happy. I didn't even know if I was in there or not. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who I subscribe to. I don't know. I just watch everyone's videos. I just don't even pay attention to that stuff. I know I should, right? I know. I appreciate all my subscribers. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I figure, if you like what you know, the video, you'll watch it. And if you don't, that's okay. It's not for everybody, you know, and that's okay. So, you know, I don't know. I just thought that was just so nice, and it really made me feel happy. So thank you, Jill, for that. Okay, and anyway, so now what am I doing? Oh, the 3 of these. Okay, so the first one is TN Girl 224. And her stress is trying to keep up with all the housework, which can be very difficult, especially if you do have small children. And a husband who won't wipe his boots or his shoes when he comes in the house. I never noticed that stuff. I'm like the worst housekeeper, really. Thank God my husband is like, you know, I'm too flighty. I have too many things going on. I don't even see half the stuff that he does. I don't know. Okay, so let me put this over here. Sorry. Okay, so this is for that one. Second one. Bright Beginnings, SD. Bright Beginnings, SSD. And she supervises a group of women. And that stresses her out, which I totally can, you know, I can believe. It can be very stressful. I find women are stressful. It's funny because I used to work at a prison, and I was a corrections counselor, and when I was going to college, I interned at a women's prison, and I found women much more difficult to deal with than men for some reason. It's very funny how we are when we're like, you know, incarcerated. I don't know how else to put it. So when I got out and I actually got a job, I got a job at a men's prison, a medium security prison, as a corrections counselor, and I loved it. You know, they have a certain code. We women, man, I'll tell you what, we don't fool around. If we're mad, we'll let you know. They let you know too, but in a different way. All right, and the third winner, Lori Marcucci. And her kids give her stress. Yeah. Oh, yes, Lori. I know. All right, people. I guess that's it. Thank you all so, so much again. I really appreciate it. You have all made me feel a lot better, I have to tell you. And I hope that, you know, at least I can give a little bit back anyway. And remember, I'm always here anytime you need to talk. Just message me. And I will message you back. It might take me a couple of days, but I'll do it. I promise. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm going to be doing the challenge prize picking winner thing. What the hell's the name of that? I don't remember. You know what? Really, it's been a long day. For the nursing home and for the school supplies. I'm going to be doing that on Sunday because I need Saturday I have to put all the names together. You know, I spend, I don't know. You know, I have to get my priorities straight here. But this is important to me, so I had to do this first. If you have things that you haven't mailed yet, it's okay. I'm planning on mailing out the stuff to the school, including the money that I've been holding that people have sent. The second week, the end of next week, so you still have time if you're mailing stuff for the schools, and also for the nursing home. And I am going to be, you know, I'm doing this month the stuff for the breast cancer, so you know that. Okay, I think that's everything, right? We don't have anything else to talk about. That's it. I gotta go to bed. I can't talk anymore. Oi. All right, goodbye, guys.